Hey guys, Lorena Magana here with New Filmmakers Los Angeles. Today, I'm talking to filmmaker Dustin Brown about his new film, Becoming. Let's take a look at a clip from the film.
What's it gonna be like?
I don't know. Like, before you were born, I guess. You know, you just don't exist.
Is that what you really want to do? 9 to 5 office job?
You should be searching out a career, doing something, being concerned about your success in this life.
The film is called Becoming, and it follows a recent college graduate who's trying to figure out what he wants to do with his life. And his passion is in art and painting, but his dad is a very successful businessman, and he really gives him this pressure to go into the corporate world and to follow in his footsteps. So the film just follows his struggle with that decision. What is he going to do? And it kind of has some surreal elements, and it goes into some memories of past girlfriends, and all the while he's trying to come to this decision what he should do.
How did you come up with the concept for your film?
Well, there was a few main influences. After watching the documentary and reading the book, The Corporation, which gave a background on how corporations became the dominant institution in our society and throughout the world, and it talks about corporations being considered people now and a lot of things that are going on, and it kind of begged the question, if a corporation is a person, then what type of person is a corporation? And in this documentary and book, it says corporations are sociopaths. And so, that was very interesting to me, just how these institutions really are, dominating society and in politics and, in, advertising and media and everywhere. And, also that in turn with John Lennon's song, Working Class Hero, which I'm a big fan of, and it just talks about that idea of, being pushed into the masses and just becoming, another cog in the machine. And so those ideas, that I felt like I really wanted to say something about these things that are going on, and I think it's very relevant, especially to anybody that's in the arts. I think everybody has this decision of what should I do? Should I, if I want to paint, if I want to make movies, if I want to, play an instrument, but how am I going to live? How am I going to, make money? How am I, and should I really do this, or should I get the degree? Should I get the job? Should I get the office job? And so a combination of those things, and I felt that at the time of writing it, it was very on my mind and it was very relevant. So,
who did the paintings for the film?
The production designer. She actually did the painting, but he kind of, she did the outline, and he, was just kind of filling it in and adding to it. But an interesting thing about that painting, it was modeled after the Dakota building where John Lennon was shot, where John Lennon lived, and so that's just another reference to the kind of working class hero thing that we kind of threw in there.
What were some of the challenges that you faced?
There's always difficulties. We had about 8 days of shooting, and we shot a lot of scenes, and then when we went to edit a lot of the scenes, the film ended up being too long, and there were scenes that didn't work or kind of took the film in a different way, once we saw it all together. So there was a bunch of scenes, that we had to cut out. And then, it was difficult trying to piece a coherent story back together sometimes when you lose certain things. And so we kind of had a struggle with that, me and the producer, Montes Valenteos. And, together we looked at it and we moved scenes around, and it took us a while to kind of try to tell the story that we wanted to tell, but it fit it into the length that we wanted it to be.